Hey everyone, welcome to the Lotus Council Twitch channel. Today we will be doing a double box break of Double Masters 2022. That's a lot of twos. It's a double box break, if you will. If you're in California, you know what that's talking about. I just shouted out on Twitter and in the Discord channel, so hopefully those that want to join will be joining soon. Yeah, as I was saying, today is the Double Masters 2022 double box break. We have two boxes that our Discord members have joined. I want to say hi to Wowo, Sona, DVMTG. Who else is there? Court. Court was first, apparently, according to the chat. Yeah, so welcome. And you'll have to let me know if I've got a fan running behind me, which you can probably see. Yeah, you can see that. That's embarrassing. Normally that would be behind the green screen. So let me know if that's making too much noise. It looks like the levels are fine, and you should be able to hear me just fine. So I guess we'll find out. All right, let's just take a look. Let's get started here. So we've got two boxes. One provided by Geekified, our sponsor from time to time. We purchased this box so we could sell it to our Discord members and open their packs on stream. And the other one I purchased myself via one of my LGS. So, I mean, two different boxes, probably two different cases, I'm guessing. Hopefully, we'll get two good boxes in that case. All right. Hot in Cali, I vote you leave it. Well, the funny thing about that is we are considering a move. My family and I, we just had our second child. Well, my third child, me and my current wife, our second child. And neither of us wants to raise a child here in the Bay Area, so we are considering a move. I have a fully remote role at work, so I am able to work from wherever. My wife is a registered nurse, so she can basically get a job anywhere at this moment in time. As you know, healthcare is a bit constrained, as it were. All right, so first box, we've got our lovely box topper art. No, it's not a box topper, unfortunately, but it is a cool piece of art. Yeah, I'm using a different phone for my camera today, but it seems to be working just as well. And I think that's going to be permanently connected to my rig. It is my wife's old iPhone 11 mini, 12 mini? I don't know, something mini. It was the one she had before she has the one that she has now. Yeah. Anyway, wow, thanks DVMTG for your subscription, and thanks Team Ellis for your subscription. You guys are awesome. Or, you folks are awesome, in case you're not guys, which is entirely possible. Anyway, we've got two boxes to open. I'm just going to pull up my spreadsheet here to take a look at who's first. This would be helpful if I did it beforehand, then I wouldn't have to reach over here and do it. I've got two computers going. One is my streaming rig, and one is my Mac, so my real computer. Sorry. Okay, we've got T-Money starting us off with 6 packs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dump this out and just do a quick laundromat shuffle because, you know, randomness or something. I feel like if I don't do this, there's some question about maybe... Well, that's loud, huh? Hey, Trav. What's up, man? Yeah, it's you. You're first. You're first. Welcome to the stream. You know, I even took the first names off of my spreadsheet so that I didn't call you folks by your first name. But yet here I am. T-Money, you're first. All right, 6 packs. And I got a note here that says you don't need me to save one. Please feel free to shout out if that's not true. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll put the rest back. Nice and shuffled. Although they are, you know, the funny thing about this is, you know, I opened the box on stream, and you folks saw that it was sealed, but I still feel weird, like, not shuffling the packs. I think this harkens back to the day when Coalition was less optimized. So, as you may know, Magic boxes are not completely randomized. If that were the case, there would be boxes with all mythics in the rare slots, which we never have. So, unless it's planned that way by Wizards. What they are is collated, and collation just means that they're mixed in a certain ratio. So each box will probably have, essentially, it boils down to something like Each box will have one foil rare. Each box will have however many mythics is in a box for this set. 6, I think, or 5. Things like that. So, but back in the day, they weren't collated quite as well. So if you didn't shuffle the packs before you opened them up, you could tell by opening a couple of the packs which packs had the good cards in them. That's no longer possible unless you open a lot of packs. And by a lot of packs, I'm talking about like pallets and pallets of packs. I saw the math some time ago, and it was, yeah. Give me that vault, please, baby. Open them all. You got it. You got it. Okay, here we go. Team Money. First up. Okay, we've got 6 packs here. Try to do that thing where I try to like make a nice arrangement and make it look nice for the camera. Oh, you might be noticing my new playmat today. This is not magic art. This is an original piece by Rebecca Guedo, and she's one of my favorite magic artists. This could easily be magic art. In particular, my favorite card is Sarah Angel, and this reminds me of Sarah Angel. Team Ellis, hello, welcome. Looking for a Thrumming Stone. I did prepare a little bit for today's stream, so I've got the any rares worth over $5 over here. Also, there are 5 uncommons worth over $1, and 2 commons worth, one common worth over $1 and 1 common worth 50 cents. Those are the Petitioner Dude and Monastery Swissbeer, respectively. Okay, so we've got, we'll start off with Zombie and Cryptic Spires for our foil slots. And the way these packs are set is you've got token, you've got Cryptic Spires in each pack, and then you've got 2 foils and then 2 rares. So Dreg Mauler is our first foil, Eniac Bondkin is our second foil, and our first rare is a mythic rare. It is Master of Cruelties. Master of Cruelties. So for red, black, and 3, 5 total mana, you get a 1/4 creature, demon, with first strike and death touch. That's pretty cool. Master of Cruelties can only attack alone. Whenever Master of Cruelties attacks a player and isn't blocked, that player's life total becomes 1. Master of Cruelties assigns no combat damage to this combat. So that's pretty harsh. Master of Cruelties is $5 on my list over there, so that's a decent hit, $5. And our second card is Hydroid Krasis. Hydroid Krasis. For blue, green, and X, you get a 0/0 creature Jellyfish Hydra Beast. When you cast this spell, you gain half X life and draw half X cards. Round down each time. Flying and Trample, Hydroid Krasis enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Yeah, this saw a lot of standard play. This is a pretty strong card. I do not see it on my over $5 list. Not sure how much that one is worth. I recognize Dragon Arch because that was worth just under, that just barely did not make the cut on the uncommons. So it's worth just under $1, Dragon Arch. Scab Clan Giant and Golgari Rot Farm. The interesting thing about the commons in this set is occasionally you will have a full art common, not full art, I'm sorry, a borderless extended art, I don't know, borderless common, extended art common, which means that definitely a Pauper staple, so people looking to bling out their Pauper decks will be looking for those extended art commons. Let's see if we've got any. No, and it, yeah, so no, we don't have any of those. That's okay. We will move on to the next pack. Hybrid was a buck or two. T-Money. Yeah, that one wasn't as big a hit as the Master of Cruelties, that's for sure. Okay, we've got a Drake token, Cryptic Spires. We've got foil Skeleton Archer and foil Balustrade Spy. Our first rare is Privileged Position, not on our list. Privileged Position for Selesnya Hybrid, and 2, so 5 total mana. You get an enchantment. Other permanents you control have hexproof. That's a pretty strong card. It costs a lot of mana, probably a good commander card. Other permanents you control have hexproof is pretty good. It means they have to destroy this before they can destroy anything else, basically. You know, for the most part, obviously there are exceptions. Next up, we have Fiery Justice. Oh, DVMTG just tipped. Thank you so much. Fiery Fiery Justice. Not on our list. It is white, green, and red for a sorcery. Fiery Justice deals 5 damage divided as you choose among any number of targets, and target opponent gains 5 life. Not going to say that's a strong card, but it's okay. It's okay. That tip had a note. Thank you immensely for your support. Ah, thanks, DVMTG. We've got some uncommons. Is Terminate one of my guys? No. So for those curious about the uncommons worth over $1, Path to Exile is $2. Blood Artist is $1.80. Eternal Witness is $1.50. Devoted Druid and Lightning Bolt are both $1. Okay, taking a look for those interesting commons, and we don't see any. Okay, next up. Whenever I do multiple box openings, I do like opening boxes from going back to Terminate. T-Money says Terminate Full Art Play Rewards is my favorite Terminate. That is a good one. That is a good one. Yeah, full art textless, right? Well, that means the same thing, but I always say full art for the borderless one. So anyway, going back to talking about Coalition a little bit, when I do multiple box openings, I do like to open boxes from different cases if I can, because the cases are also collated, which means that there's usually at least one really good box in a case. And so if you pull boxes from different cases, your chances of getting 2 good boxes go up by 100%. From 0, right? So like, I don't know, by infinity. So you have 0 chance of pulling, well, not 0 chance. You have a very, very small chance of getting 2 good boxes from a single case. But you have a much better chance of getting 2 good boxes from 2 different cases if you pull a box from each case. Anyway, Elemental. Cryptic Spires. Jeskai Elder is our first foil, and we have a Disfigure foil. We have a borderless extended art. I'm gonna say borderless. Phyrexian Altar. So for 3 generic mana, you get an artifact. Sacrifice a creature, add 1 mana of any color. That's a great card. Very strong in multiple formats. Phyrexian Altar, because it just lets you, it's a sack outlet, right? So Phyrexian Altar is $40 for the regular printing. I don't have the borderless printing prices up, but usually the borderless ones are worth more. So that's definitely a good hit. Ring the Bell, it used to be 90 bucks. I know, it used to be 90 bucks when it was pre-sale, right? And I think all the prices have come down quite a bit now that the product is being opened. Our second rare is Jodah, Archmage Eternal. So a popular 5-color commander. It's white, red, blue, and 1 generic mana, so 4 total mana. You get a 4/3 legendary creature, Human Wizard, with flying. You may pay WUBRG rather than pay the mana cost for spells that you cast. So pretty good. Oh, it was 90 before Double Masters 2022 was announced. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Phyrexian Altar, it's a good card. It hadn't been reprinted for a while. It does creep up. Jodah is not on our list. So move him aside. Let's see, we've got Blazing Hellhound, Mistfire Adept, Cruel Turf. We do have a borderless, borderless Spell Pierce. That's cool. Oh, and a borderless Burning Tree Emissary. Well, that's neat. I haven't seen 2 borderless commons in a single pack until just now, so neat, nifty. Nice pack. All right, we've got War Token, Cryptic Spires, Chronicler of Heroes is our first foil, Eyelight's Ending is our other foil, Bloom Tender for green and 1, you get a 1/1 creature Elf Druid. For each color among permanents you control, add 1 mana of that color. I'm sorry, you tap for that. So tap for each color among permanents you control, add 1 mana of that color. That's a good elf, and he is worth $12.50. I'm using, that's good, right? Getting all the cards you don't have. $12.50. Yeah, that's good. I'm using prices from current, like just pulled them from Scryfall. I think their source is TCG Player. I'm not 100% sure on that, but these are Scryfall prices. Usually fairly accurate in terms of relative value. 1250 is a good hit. And second, Talrand Sky Summoner. So for blue, and 2, 4 total mana, you get a 2/2 legendary creature, Merfolk Wizard. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 2/2 blue Drake creature token with flying. That's pretty good. What's his name? Talrand? Talrand. Nope, not on our list. So worth under 5. Our uncommons are Myth Realized, Tower Gargoyle, and Bloodbraid Elf. Oh, Bloodbraid Elf. How memories I have of you. Let's take a look for any interesting commons. Nope, not this time. 2 packs to go for T-Money. Yeah, we are getting some nice hits. We're getting some nice hits. T-Money notes that he's getting all the cards he doesn't have, so that's also a plus. We have Boar Token, Cryptic Spires, and our first foil is Makeshift Mauler. Our second foil is 10th District Legionnaire. Oh, look at that. We have our first rare is Marchesa the Black Rose in the showcase style. RKF is the artist. He has a very distinct style. I love this art just because, you know, I'm an RKF fan. For red, black, blue, and 1, so Grixis and 1, 4 total mana, you get a 3/3 legendary creature, Human Wizard, with Dethrone, which is whenever this creature attacks the player with the most life, or tied with the most life, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Other creatures you control have Dethrone, and whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of the next end step. That's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. I'd be surprised if she's not on our list. Oh, maybe she's not. She's not on our list, so under $5, but man, that's a great card. I think it's a great card. Cataract Leviathan is our next card. Blue, and 6, so 8 total mana. You get a 5/5 creature Leviathan. When Cataract Leviathan enters the battlefield, return all other non-land permanents to their owner's hands. So that's good. And it has Unearth for 6 and a blue. Unearth is, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of the next end step, or if it would leave the battlefield. Unearth only as a sorcery. It's a pretty strong finisher for blue because, you know, blue can just recast everything, essentially. Centaur Battlemaster, Crackling Doom, and Path to Exile. So Path to Exile is our top uncommon. That's pretty good. What did I do here? Oh, I put the foils. Nobody told me that I was putting them on the wrong piles. Come on, guys. Seriously. Because these are backwards, huh? But they're in the order of the pack, so. Yeah. Doom is a downshift. I know, right? Yeah, so was that hero dude. Yes, Path to Exile is $2. Any interesting comments? I think this is a downshift too. 10th District Legionnaire. That used to be uncommon. Nope. Okay, last pack for T-Money. I think you've gotten some pretty good hits so far. Let's see what the last pack is here. Fairy Rogue Token. That almost looked foil for a second, but it's not. Cryptic Spires. Monastery Swiftspear foil. Monastery Swiftspear is 50 cents, non-foil. I wouldn't be surprised if this was $1, but I don't know for sure. Martial Glory foil. And our first, another mythic. Our first rare is Divine Visitation. For white, and 3, you get an enchantment. If one or more creature tokens would be created under your control, that many 4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying and vigilance are created instead. That's a good one. Divine Visitation is $7.50. It is on our list. And Thrumming Stone. Who was looking for a Thrumming Stone? For 5 generic mana, you get a legendary artifact that says, spells you cast have Ripple 4. Ripple is, whenever you cast a spell, you may reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may cast spells with the same name as that spell from among the revealed cards without paying their mana costs. Put the rest on the bottom of your library. Whew, that's hot. Thrumming Stone is $7. Good commons in this pack. Good rares in this pack. Oh, that pack, yeah, right. Good rares in this pack. Firemind Vessel, League Guildmage, and Simic Growth Chamber. Glowspore Shaman, Last Breath, blah, 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 blah. And that's it. Oh, Rift Bolt, that's cute. I like Rift Bolt. Okay. Congratulations, Team Money. Thank you for participating, and good job on your polls. Moving on. Let me just set these aside so that we don't, so that I don't mix them up. That happened one time, embarrassingly. I set them aside, but I didn't keep good enough track of which cards were whose, so I ended up sending cards to the wrong person. Well, as you can probably imagine, actually 2 people got wrong cards. They got each other's cards. But I have a system now, and I'm using it. All right. Next up, Nariek. Nariek has 3 packs. Turns out that Team Ellis is Nariek. Who would have known? 1, 2, 3. Nariek, my friend in Seattle. We've been chatting about that move. My wife's family is in the Pacific Northwest, so it is likely that that is our target. You know, raising kids, you want to be around family. Right now, we're in the Bay Area, which is fine for me because, well, it's fine. But for raising kids, it's not great for us. We don't have any family here. We don't have any support. We don't have any friends with kids because they're all like kidless people, tech people. Okay, so starting off, we have Drake token, Cryptic Spires, and a foil Borderless Selesnya Sanctuary. That's nice. A foil Living Lightning. Our first rare is Deathbringer Liege. Not on our list. It is Orzhov hybrid, and 2 generic mana. That's 5 total mana. You get a 3/4 creature horror. Other white creatures you control get +1/+1. Other black creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever you cast a white spell, you may tap target creature. Whenever you cast a black spell, you may destroy target creature if it's tapped. So Deathbringer Liege is part of a 5-card cycle, 5 colored pairs, and they all have this similar type of casting cost, which is HHH2, hybrid 2. Do they all have that? Anyway, they all do this color thing. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little out of it today, so apologize for that. Second rare is Guided Passage. For red, blue, green, you get a sorcery. Reveal the cards in your library. An opponent chooses from among them a creature card, a land card, and a non-creature, non-land card. You put the chosen cards into your hand, then shuffle. Ooh, Guided Passage is nifty. Not on our list. We have Surreal Memoir, Psychic Symbiont, and Azorius Chancery. Any interesting comments? Nothing too interesting. Next pack. We've got Bear Token, Cryptic Spires. Our first foil is Cartel Aristocrat. Our second foil is Last Breath. Our first rare is Hellkite Overlord, a mythic for green, red, black, and 4, so 8 total mana. You get an 8/8 Flying, Trample, Haste. For red, Hellkite Overlord gets +1/+0 until end of turn. We used to call that Fire Breathing. And for black-green, you can regenerate Hellkite Overlord. Wow, that is a strong card. Hellkite Overlord is not on our list, but that is a heck of a card. I would run that in my deck. Our second rare, another dragon, Teneb the Harvester, for green, black, white, and 3, so 6 total mana. You get a 6/6 legendary creature, dragon. Flying. Whenever Teneb the Harvester deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2 and a black. If you do, put target creature card from a graveyard under the battlefield under your control. So Teneb is pretty dope. Not on our list. Summer Bloom, Livewire Lash, and Is It Boilerworks are our uncommons. And let's check our commons. Oh, Shadowborn Apostle. There's one. Yeah, Shadowborn Apostle is, I forgot, $2? I can't remember. I swear I looked this up right before. For those who don't know me, it's $2.25. For those who don't know me, I'm a bit of an ADHD person, so I look things up. I go, I'm gonna remember this, and then I immediately forget them, which is why I write everything down. This is also why I now have a system to make sure the cards go where they're supposed to go. Okay, last pack for Mariek. We got Bear Token. Got Cryptic Spires. Our first uncommon is Myth Realized. Our second uncommon is Deranged Assistant. And Wrenn and 6 is our first rare. It is a mythic for green and red. You get a legendary Planeswalker Wrenn starting at 3 loyalty. Wrenn and 6 is a $70 card. I think that's the second most expensive card in the set at this moment. Abilities: +1, return up to 1 target land card from your graveyard to your hand. -1, Wrenn and 6 deals 1 damage to any target. And -7, you get an emblem with instant and sorcery cards in your grave have Retrace. So, that's a good hit. Second rare is Planar Bridge. Planar Bridge, for 6 generic mana, you get a legendary artifact. 8 and tap, search your library for a permanent card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Very straightforward, very strong card, kind of expensive. That's a decent hit. It's not on our list, but it's still a good hit. Inquisition of Kozilek, that one's no. Heroic Reinforcements and Mistmeadow Witch are uncommons. Yep. No interesting commons in that pack. Why did I put these down here? I don't know. Okay, so some pretty good value in those packs. I think that Wrenn and 6 paid for all 3 packs. I mean, it just did. So, congratulations, Nariak. Thank you for participating in our box break. Wow. Congratulations on those hits. Okay, next up, we have the Chariot, our man overseas. He's got 2 packs. Good luck to you, sir. I think this is, no, I'm not going to say it out loud because you know how superstitious Magic players are. I'll say it later. We have Board Token, Cryptic Spires. Labyrinth Champion is our first foil. Purphoros' Emissary is our second foil, and our first rare is Alicia, who smiles at death. Good aggro commander, I believe. For red and 2, you get a 3/2 legendary creature, human warrior with first strike. Whenever Alicia, who smiles at death, attacks, you may pay Orzhov hybrid, so 2 mana. If you do, return target creature card with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking. Yeah, Alicia is a nice pull. Not on our list, but still a great card. This is a fun card to play, for aggro especially. Next rare is Splinterfright. Etched and Textured are only in collectors. I haven't opened any collectors boosters, but I have opened quite a few draft, and I have not seen any etched or textured cards in draft boosters. Splinterfright, 2 and a green. So for 2 and a green, you get a star creature elemental with trample. Splinterfright's power and toughness are each equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. At the beginning of your upkeep, mill 2 cards. So a self-mill enabler. Splinterfright is not on our list. Uncommons are Aethermage's Touch, Graveblade Marauder, and Sidraxis Spectre. We have a Borderless Coiling Oracle for our common slot. Last pack for the Chariot. We have a Fairy Rogue token, Cryptic Spires. First foil is a Brindle Shoat. Battlefield Promotion. And Teferi's Protection. That's a good card. For white and 2, you get an instant. Until your next turn, your life total can't change, and you gain protection from everything. All permanents you control phase out, and then exile Teferi's Protection. Teferi's Protection is on our list. It is $21 as of the recording of this video. 21. That pays for the pack at least. Mindwrack Liege. Here's one of our cycle cards. For Izzet hybrid, and 3, so 6 total mana. You get a 4/4 creature horror. Other blue creatures you control get +1/+1. Other red creatures you control get +1/+1. And for Izzet hybrid, so 4 total mana, you may put a blue or red card. Sorry, you may put a blue or red creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. And Mindwrack Liege is not on our list. Ooh, Rancor. Boros Garrison and a Borderless Mulldrifter. I don't... Oh, sorry. Doing that off camera. I don't see any interesting comments. The Chariot. Congratulations on your hits. Thank you for participating. And I'll get these out to you soon. Next up, we have DVMTG. DVMTG has 6 packs. All right, good luck to you, sir. We'll start off with a zombie token. Cryptic Spires. And our first foil is Titan's Strength. Second foil is Winged Coatl. And our first rare, Backdraft Hellkite. So for red, and 3, 5 total mana, you get a 4/4 creature dragon with flying. Whenever Backdraft Hellkite attacks, each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback until the end of the turn. The flashback cost is equal to its mana cost. So Backdraft Hellkite, a strong card, but not on our list. Our list being $5 and up. Rares $5 and up. Jeskai Ascendancy for Jeskai mana, white, red, and blue. 3 total mana, you get an enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Untap those creatures. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. I don't think that's on our list either. It's not. River Hoopoe, Prophetic Bolt, and Vampiric Rites are our uncommons. Let's see, sorry. This is a different camera, so it's not quite as wide. I should be doing it here. All right, next pack. Well, not every pack can be a winner. I don't know if it's a miss. It's just cards that are not expensive. Cards that are good, just not expensive. Boar, Cryptic Spires, Foil Travel Preparations, Foil Hissing Iguana, and our first rare is the Mimeoplasm. For blue, green, black, and 2, so 5 total mana, you get a 0/0 legendary creature, Ooze. As the Mimeoplasm enters the battlefield, you may exile 2 creature cards from graveyards. If you do, it enters the battlefield as a copy of one of those cards with a number of additional +1/+1 counters on it equal to the power of the other card. Don't see Mimeoplasm on our list, but that's a fun card. Fun card. Next up, Drogskull Reaver. For blue, white, and 5, so 7 total mana, you get a 3/5 creature spirit with flying, double strike, and lifelink. And whenever you draw a card, whenever you gain life, draw a card. Now that is a strong card. However, it is not on our list. So, just to, and this is just cards over $5. There are plenty of cards between $1 and $5 in this set. Lots of rares are in that range. Firemind Vessel, Lotleth Troll, and Washout. Let's check our commons. Nope, nothing interesting. Okay, next pack. Still trying to figure out the zoom on my face cam. Sorry, I'm kind of a dork. Elemental Token, Cryptic Spires, a foil borderless Dimir Aqueduct. That is So pretty. You can't really see the... I'm sitting in low light and my camera is adjusting for it, so you can't really see the rainbow on this card, but it's beautiful. Vampire Sovereign. And our first rare, Arjun the Shifting Flame for red, blue, and 4. We are on DVMTGs. For 6 total mana, you get a 5/5 legendary creature, Sphinx Wizard, with flying. Whenever you cast a spell, put the cards in your hand on the bottom of your library in any order, then draw that many cards. Wasn't this a promo for this set? I can't remember. Arjun is not on our list. Skullbriar, the Walking Grave. This is a cool card. For green-black, so 2 mana, you get a 1/1 with haste. Whenever Skullbriar, the Walking Grave, deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. And counters remain on Skullbriar as it moves to any zone other than a player's hand or library. That's just fun. That is just fun. And there is not on our list. Abzan Charm. Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt is $1. And Rakdos Carnarium. Checking the commons. Nothing too interesting there. All right, 3 to go. I love how I have to look at Aminatu like every time I open a pack. Actually, one of my favorite planeswalkers. Aminatu. Spider. Oops, sorry. Cryptic Spires. And our first foil is Scab Clan Giant. Our second foil is Might of Old Krosa, and our first rare is Imperial Archangel for blue, white, green, and 4, so 8 total mana. You get a 5/8 creature angel with flying and Shroud. This creature can't be the target of spells or abilities. The funny thing about Shroud is it can't be the target of your own spells or abilities. Hexproof is the fixed Shroud. Yeah, now we have Ward, which is the fixed hexproof. Very strange. All damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to Imperial Archangel instead. So unless that damage is totaling 8 or more, she's staying on the field. And yeah, she's a sponge. She's a sponge. Imperial Archangel is not on our list. Teriel, Reckoner of Souls for wow, for Mardu and 4, so 7 total mana. You get a 4/7 legendary creature angel. We got 2 dragons in one pack, and now we got 2 angels in one pack? Interesting. With flying and vigilance, and then you tap, choose a creature card at random from target opponent's graveyard, put that card onto the battlefield under your control. That's pretty fun. I think that's fun. I don't think Teriel's on our list. She is not. Spider Spawning. That's a fun card. Jeskai Charm and Abzan Falconer. Spider Spawning is mostly fun in Limited, particularly in Draft. It's a lot of fun. Checking commons, and nothing interesting. I know, right? Nariak points out they don't call it Double Masters for nothing. That's true. 2 of everything, including creatures of type. Ooh, the Cat Dragon token. That one's cute. Cryptic Spires, and our first foil is Coiling Oracle. Second foil is Eel Umbra. Our first rare is a mythic. It is blue, and 4. Consecrated Sphinx. Blue, and 4. You get a 4/6 creature Sphinx with flying. Whenever an opponent draws a card, you may draw 2 cards. That's fun. That's a fun card. Consecrated Sphinx is on our list. It is $27. Gotta love those mythics. Rune of the Hidden Realm for blue, white, green, and 2, so 5 total mana. You get a 4/4 legendary creature, Rhino Soldier, with Vigilance and Trample. For 2 and tap, exile another target creature, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Rune! Unfortunately, Rune is not on our list. Still a nice fellow. Cold Steel Heart. A Borderless Blood Artist. Blood Artist, the normal printing is $1.75, so that's probably worth more. And wash out. Monastery Swiftspear. That card's worth 50 cents. That's a common. It's not bad. Okay, last pack. I should be putting the rare hits out here, huh? It's like I'm putting the common and uncommon hits. Yeah, I suck at this. I'll get better. Right. Okay. Starting off with Egg Token, we have Cryptic Spires. Our first foil is Bounty of the Luxa. Our second foil is Ambuscade. And our first rare is Child of Alara. For Wooburg, you get a 6/6 legendary creature avatar with Trample. When Child of Alara dies, destroy all non-land permanents. They cannot be regenerated. Why do they host regeneration so badly? I mean, that's just, they do that all the time. Child of Alara is not on our list, but it's still a great card. It's fun. Greater Gargadon for red and 9, so 10 total mana. You get a 9/7 creature beast with suspend 10 for 1 red. The ability is sacrifice an artifact, creature, or land. Remove a time counter from Greater Gargadon. Activate only if Greater Gargadon is suspended. Civic Saber, Sultai Soothsayer, and a Path. I do like Path. Checking the commons. And nothing too interesting there. So, got a couple of decent hits. That the Sphinx for sure was good. I think all the other ones were not on our list though, right? Am I right about that? Yeah. So, but we did get the Borderless Blood Artist, a couple of interesting uncommons. DVMTG, thank you for participating. Congratulations on your hits, and I'll get these out to you soon. All right. Yeah. So next up. Next up, we've got Jack the Questionable. Why is he so questionable? That's what I'd like to know. Jack has 2 packs. Jack has 2 packs. Let's just get started. Okay, we've got Zombie Token. Just gonna move these up a little bit so I can have a little more space. Zombie Token. Cryptic Spires. We've got Young Pyromancer as our first foil. That's a pretty good foil. Kasmina's Transmutation. And we have a Borderless Imperial Seal. Imperial Seal is the #1 money card in the set. The regular version is currently $133. I don't know what the Borderless one is. I'm sure someone will let me know. For 1 black, you get a sorcery. Search your library for a card, then shuffle and put that card on top. You lose 2 life. Yeah, Imperial Seal. That's a good card. I mean, it's an okay card, right? Tutors are, you don't just jam tutors. You don't just jam Imperial Seal in any deck. Tutors, they really need to fit the theme of your deck. If you have like a Divining Top or something, like, yeah, this is a good tutor. But if you're not like doing top of the deck stuff, probably not that great. I mean, 2 life and you have to shuffle your deck and you put 1 card on top. It's okay. But why this is such a chase card is because it's the reprint number is very low, so there aren't a whole lot of these in circulation. That's a good hit. We're gonna put that out there. Prized Amalgam is our second rare. It is black. I'm sorry, black, blue, and 1, so 3 total mana. You get a 3/3 creature zombie. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if it entered from your graveyard or you cast it from your graveyard, return Prized Amalgam from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped at the beginning of the next end step. This was one of the great engines for the recursion deck, and when Shadows over Innistrad was in Standard. I remember playing this card. It was a lot of fun, but probably not on our list, I'm guessing. It is not. Labyrinth Champion, Scab Clan Giant, and Arachnus Spinner. That was Jack that got the seal. Winged Coatl, Belief Camp, blah blah blah. Ooh, a Borderless Unearth. Yeah, I'm gonna say that was a decent pack. That was a decent pack. Okay, next up, last pack for Jack. zombie token. Cryptic Spires. And our first foil is Scion of Darkness. That is just a beautiful piece of art. And Agony Warp is our second foil. We have our first rare is Doran the Siege Tower for green, black, white. You get a 0/5 legendary creature, Treefolk Shaman. Each creature assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Yeah, this is a very well-known commander card. I don't believe it's going to be on our list. It is not, but it's still a fun card. And Restoration Angel for white and 3. You get a 3/4 creature angel with flash and flying. When Restoration Angel enters the battlefield, you may exile target non-angel creature you control, then return that card onto the battlefield under your control. So it blinks a card. You can use that to rescue something. You can use that to do an end of turn, end of your opponent's turn, enters the battlefield thing. You can do stuff with that. As you know, blink is shenanigans. I don't think that's going to be on our list. That is not. But I love that card. Devoted Druid. That's one of the cards on our uncommon list. Devoted Druid is $1. Orzhov Pontiff and a Borderless Wall of Omens. Let's check the commons. And we have a Monastery Swiftspear, 50 cents. Okay. So for 2 packs, not bad. Jack, congratulations on your poll. Thank you for participating. And polls. One poll in particular, obviously. Thank you for participating and for your support. All right. Wow. I'm pulling some good stuff out of this box. Okay. Next up is Mo Howard. Mo has 9 packs. I don't believe I have enough packs in this box. Okay, there's 5 packs in here. Those are Mo's. I'm going to set those aside and open up the second box. This one, so that was the box that came from Geekified. This is the box that I pulled for my LGS. A little bit of damage there, huh? What happens? As long as the cards aren't damaged, it's okay. I mean, do I really need to shuffle these up? No. I guess my point from the earlier blah blah blahness of saying, hey, excuse me. Excuse me. My earlier spiel about Coalition was that no, I probably don't have to shuffle these up. It's a habit that I got a long time ago. In fact, once LGSs realized that Coalition counting was a thing, they started to, instead of just selling them straight out of the box, which they used to do, they used to leave. The reason they call these displays is because the box becomes a display for the packs, which I'm sure you all know. But LGSs used to put those out as displays, not of course behind the counter because people would steal them, but and they would just pull off the top. But if you were clever and you knew about Coalition, you could buy packs at the right moments and get the good ones. So LGSs started opening the boxes and shuffling up the packs and putting them back in a random order, which is what I'm doing here. So again, just a leftover thing. This has no actual value. So why am I doing it, you ask? Because I'm a creature of habit. Okay. All right, we've got 5 packs here for Mo. We need 4 more to make 9. Here's 4 more. Okay. All right, Mo. Good luck to you, sir. I've got my trusty Diet A&W root beer. Drink of champions. Why? Because I like soda. I like root beer. But I'm diabetic, so I can't have sugar, and it's afternoon, so I shouldn't have caffeine. All right. Yeah, Jack got the seal. That was a great pull. All right, hopefully this box treats us just as well. I'm not adding up the value, but I'm sure someone will at the end of this video. And I don't know, but that seems like that box paid for itself. All right, first pack for Jack. Okay, sorry, Mo. First pack for Mo. Ooh, Cat Dragon token. That's cute. Cute little Cat Dragon. Cryptic Spires, and our first foil is Brindle Shoat. Our second foil is Fiery Fall, and our first rare is Disciple of the Ring. So for blue, and 3, 5 total mana, you get a 3/4 creature human wizard with the ability 1, exile an instant or sorcery from your graveyard, choose 1. There are 4 modes. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller plays 2 generic mana. Disciple of the Ring gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Tap target creature or untap target creature. That's a cool card. Not on our list. Talrand Sky Summoner. So 2 wizards. I'm seeing a pattern here. We have blue, and 2 for a legendary a 2/2 legendary creature Merfolk Wizard. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 2/2 blue drake creature token with flying. I think we've seen that guy before. He's not on our list. Dragon Arch, Sultai Soothsayer, and Go for the Throat. We've got a Borderless Seeker of the Way and a Borderless Monastery Swift Spear. So good common pack. Good common pack. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I said box topper, but it's really just the paper insert on top of the box. I probably shouldn't say box topper. That does mean something in Magic. My bad. Okay. Bear Token, Cryptic Spires, Lightning Helix is our first foil. Hyena Umbra is our second foil, and our first rare is Thousand Year Storm for red, blue, and 4, 6 total mana. You get an enchantment. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it for each other instant or sorcery spell you've cast before it this turn. You may choose new targets for the copies. Thousand Year Storm. Not on our list. Still a good card. Teriel, Reckoner of Souls. We've seen this card before, so I'm not going to go over it again. Beautiful Angel, not on our list. Centaur, Glorious Guild Ishino, Selesnya Sanctuary. No interesting comments. Next pack. Sapling Token, Cryptic Spires. We have a foil rare, Sidisi Brood Tyrant. So for blue, green, black, and 1 4 total mana, you get a 3/3 legendary creature, Naga Shaman. Whenever Sidisi Brood Tyrant enters the battlefield or attacks, mill 3 cards. Whenever 1 or more creature cards are put into your graveyard from your library, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Sidisi is not on our list. However, I did not look up foil prices. Bloodwater Entity is our next foil. Figure of Destiny. So for Boros Hybrid, you get a 1/1 creature Kithkin with hybrid. Figure of Destiny becomes a Kithkin Spirit with base power and toughness 2/2. Hybrid, hybrid, hybrid. If Figure of Destiny is a spirit, it becomes a Kithkin Spirit Warrior with base power and toughness 4/4. And hybrid, 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 hybrid. If Figure of Destiny is a warrior, it becomes a Kithkin Spirit Warrior Avatar with base power and toughness 8/8, flying, and first strike. That's pretty good. But not on our list. Zur the Enchanter. Ooh, I don't know why I said that way. Black, blue, white, and 1. So 4 total mana. You get a 1/4 legendary creature human wizard with flying. Whenever Zur the Enchanter attacks, you may search your library for an enchantment card with mana value 3 or less, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. So this is an enchantment commander. Labyrinth Champion, Rancor, and Bloodbraid Elf are the uncommons for this pack. And let's see, do we have anything interesting? No interesting commons there. Yeah, Zur is nice. Hello, DMP Ultras. Welcome to the stream. I didn't see you come in. Elemental token. Crypt expires. Settle Beyond Reality is our first foil. And Ingenious Scab is our second foil. Scab. Atarka's Command. For green-red, you get an instant. Choose 2. Your opponents can't gain life this turn. Atarka's Command deals 3 damage to each opponent. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield, and/or creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain reach until the end of the turn. Not on our list. Still a cool... Oh, Mindrack Liege. We've seen this one before. I'm not going to go over it again. Not on our list. We have Aether Mage's Touch, Prophetic Bolt, and Izzet Boilerworks are the uncommons. And Shadowborn Apostle. All right. The seal was not foil. The seal was just full art. How much is it? How much is the not full art? I'm sorry, borderless. How much is the borderless foil going for? That's, I mean, that'd be a hit and a half right there. Maybe even a hit and 3/4. Drake token. Crypt expires. We have another foil rare. Intet the Dreamer. We've talked about this guy before. Oh no, we didn't talk about Intet. Intet is red, blue, green, and 3, so 6 total mana. You get a 6/6 legendary creature dragon with flying. Whenever Intet the Dreamer deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2 and a blue. If you do, exile the top card of your library face down. You may look at that card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may play that card without paying its mana cost for as long as Intet remains on the battlefield. Lotleth Troll is our second foil. Balefire Liege is our red-white cycle card. So hybrid Boros, 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 and 2. You get a creature, a 2/4 creature spirit horror. Other red creatures you control get +1/+1, and other white creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever you cast a red spell, Balefire Liege deals 3 damage to target player or planeswalker. Whenever you cast a white spell, you gain 3 life. And our second rare is Ob Nixilis Unshackled. For black, and 4, so 6 total mana, you get a 4/4 legendary creature, demon, with flying and trample. Whenever an opponent searches their library, that player sacrifices a creature and loses 10 life. Whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Ob Nixilis Unshackled. I don't think he's on our list. He's not, and neither is Balefire Liege. Those are still fun cards. Dreamshaper Shaman, Conclave Mentor, and Selesnya Sanctuary. And we have a Borderless Thought Scour. Nice. Okay. Next pack. We have a Boar token, Crypt expires, and a foil Borderless Spell Pierce, foil Glowspore Shaman, and Gravecrawler for black. You get a 2/1 creature zombie. Gravecrawler can't block. You may cast Gravecrawler from your graveyard as long as you control a zombie. That's a great zombie. Gravecrawler is not on our list. Murkfiend Liege. I think this is the last cycle card that we've seen. The last one that we've now seen all 5. Murkfiend Liege is Simic, hybrid, and 2, so 5 total mana. You get a 4/4 creature horror. Other green creatures you control get +1/+1. Other blue creatures you control get +1/+1. Untap all green and or blue creatures you control during each other player's untap step. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's like that wilderness recovery, wilderness revival, whatever. Extract from Darkness, Lightning Helix, that's a fun card. Unburial Rites, another fun card. Let's check out the commons. Nothing too interesting there. Got a lot of foils going on here. Good foils. Zombie Crypt expires, Wingsteed Rider, Capture Sphere, and Smothering Tide. Smothering Tide Tithe is $28. For white and 3, you get an enchantment. Whenever an opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2. If the player doesn't, you create a treasure token. Do you pay the 2? Do you pay the 2? Aether Vial, $13. Good pack. We can put the hits down here. Aether Vial, for 1 generic mana, you get an artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a charge counter on Aether Vial, and then tap. You may put a creature card with mana value equal to the number of charge counters on Aether Vial from your hand onto the graveyard. That's pretty dope. Alright, Lotleth Troll, Domestication, and a Borderless Orzhov Basilica. That's pretty. Let's see what we got here. Nothing interesting. 2 packs to go for, sorry, Mo Howard. Yeah, see what I mean about, I need to have that, I need to have that list like right in front of me, like right here. Saproling, Cryptic Spires, Foil, Teferi's Protection, nice. Dark Dweller Oracle, Hardened Scales, not on our list. Hardened Scales, a modern staple, is 1 green for an enchantment. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature you control, that many +1/+1/+1 counters are put on it instead. Little surprise it's not on the list. Foil Protection is no E. Oh, nice. Zur the Enchanter. We have Stagger Shock, Travel Preparations, Young Pyromancer. And in terms of commons, we have a Shadowborn Apostle. That's 2. Yeah, not bad. I'm starting to get off the range of the camera here, so we'll just do this. Last pack from Mo Howard. Good luck to you, sir. Rare Token, Cryptic Spires, Deadly Recluse, Webweaver Changeling, and Ulamog the Infinite Gyre. So Mog is $36 as of right this moment. For 11 generic mana, you get a 10/10 legendary creature Eldrazi. When you cast the spell, destroy target permanent. It has Indestructible and Annihilator 4. You're a bad person, Fef. I mean, if you play Annihilator cards. When Ulamog the Infinite Gyre is put into a graveyard from anywhere, its owner shuffles their graveyard into their library. Oh, looks like DVMTG got timed out. That's funny. Oh, somebody spamming. Ulamog Infinite Gyre. That's a decent hit. I'm going to put that right down here. Rishkar Pima Renegade. Rishkar is not on our list. I'm going to PQRS. No. But it is a rare for green and 2. You get a 2/2 legendary creature Elf Druid. When Rishkar Pima Renegade enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. What does that go with? Each creature you control with a counter on it has tap to add green. Labyrinth Champion, Bear's Companion, and Skinrender. I love Skinrender so much. No particular reason. That's a great card. Looking for, ooh, Seeker. Okay, well, some decent hits here. Looks pretty good. Mo Howard, congratulations. Thank you for participating, and thank you for your support. Fantastic. That's a tall stack, my friend. Getting your money's worth out of that flat cost shipping. It's going to be like 16 plain white envelopes. Just kidding. Okay. Next up, we have Sona. Sona has 3 packs. Good luck to you, sir. Ooh, Spider Token. Don't see too many of those, I think. Cryptic Spires. Chronicler of Heroes is our first foil. Value Strayed, Spy is our second foil. Kolaghan's Command is not on our list, but is a rare for red, black, and 1. You get an instant. Choose 2. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Target player discards a card. Destroy target artifact, and or Kolaghan's Command deals 2 damage to any target. I like it. Supreme Verdict, one of my favorite cards. For blue, white, white, and 1, so 4 total mana, you get a sorcery. This spell can't be countered. Destroy all creatures. I love it. Civic Saber, Heroic Reinforcements, and a Path. Path is one of our money uncommons. I mean money, right? And let's check. Ooh, Shadowborn Apostle. Yeah, not bad. Good first pack. Next up, second pack Persona. 4. Cryptic Spires. We have a foil borderless Sensei's Divining Top. I believe that is on our list. Sensei's Divining Top, the normal version is $28. I don't know what the foil borderless version is going for. Probably more than $28. Somebody want to check that. Sensei's Divining Top, for 1 generic mana, you get a artifact. An artifact. For 1, you get look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put them back in any order, and tap, draw a card, then put Sensei's Divining Top on top of its owner's library. Yeah, good card. Duelspore Shaman is our second card. Dragon Lord Silumgar. I don't know if this is one of them that's on the... No, only Dramoka's on our list. Silumgar, for black, blue, and 4, you get a mythic legendary creature, Elder Dragon. It's a 3/5. 6 total mana. For flying, with flying and death touch, when Dragon Lord Silumgar enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature or planeswalker for as long as you control Dragon Lord Silumgar. So very black-blue card. There you go. And Revelark. So Revelark is white and 4 for a 4/3 creature elemental with flying. When Revelark leaves the battlefield, return up to 2 target creature cards with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, and it has Evoke for 5 and a white. Revelark is not on our list. Nephalius Smuggler, Vampiric Rites, and a borderless Boros Garrison. Checking the commons, nothing to speak of. And last pack, Persona. Yeah, that foil Sensei's Divine Top is pretty. I wonder if it's worth it to... I'm gonna turn on a light. It's gonna wash out the camera for a sec, but it will allow us to see that beautiful foiling. Beautiful foiling. Okay. 4. Cryptic Spires. Spark Mage's Gambit is our first foil. Foil Shadowborn Apostle. I think that's a hit. Ooh, Aminatu the Fate Shifter. Aminatu is not on our list, but is one of my favorite planeswalkers, as described from before. For black, blue, and white, you get a 3 loyalty legendary planeswalker Aminatu. For +1, you draw a card, then put a card from your hand on top of your library. For -1, exile another target permanent you own, then return it to the battlefield under your control. And for -6, choose left or right. Each player gains control of all non-land permanents other than Aminato, the Fate Shifter, controlled by the next player in the chosen direction. So you rotate all your permanents. Yeah, they totally should have made her full art, or rather borderless. Anyway, also Aminato, the Fate Shifter, can be your commander. Her only previous printing, I believe, was in one of the Precon commander decks from a few years ago. Phyrexian Altar. Phyrexian Altar is currently $39, so we know what that one does. Good hit. Sprouting Thrinax, Abzan Falconer, and Rakdos Carnarium. 18, thank you, Sona. Let's see about these different commons. No, all right, good pack. Yeah, good pack. My goodness, that was a fun 3 packs, wasn't it? Congratulations, Sona. Thank you for participating and your support. Oh man, I mean, cracking these packs is fun. These cards are near and dear to my heart. Okay, next up we've got Shorzy. Shorzy has 6 packs. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good luck, Shorzy. Okay, we've got Bear Token, Cryptic Spires, Foil Orzhov Basilica, Foil Militia Bugler, Ashenmoor Liege. I think we've seen this before. Murkfiend Liege. I'm pretty sure Ashenmoor. No, none of the lieges are on the list. Firemine Vessel, Extract from Darkness, and Skin Render. Oh. Okay. Kind of a mediocre pack. No, I do like the lieges, but they're definitely commander cards. You really want to play in 4 of though, and you just can't do that in commander. You got a Bear's Companion and Strands of Undeath foils. Bronze Panda, thank you for your subs. And a Borderless Teferi's Protection. Teferi's Protection, the normal version is at $21. I don't know what the Borderless version is at, but that's a good hit. Hostage Taker, oh yes, Ixalan. Black, blue, and 2, you get a 2/3 creature human pirate. When Hostage Taker enters the battlefield, exile another target creature or artifact until Hostage Taker leaves the battlefield. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any type to cast that spell. Put a mustache on all Shorzy's tokens before you mail them. Okay. Summer Bloom, Bant Charm, Graveblade Marauder. That was Neriak saying that. I'm not sure if that's an inside joke, but I must do what is typed into Twitch chat. I know. T-Money says, I wish my arena was foil. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, Spider Token, Cryptic Spires, a foil Borderless Seeker of the Way, foil Battlefield Promotion, and a Oracle of Mul Daya. For green and 3, you get a 2/2 creature Elf Shaman. You may play an additional land on each of your turns, play with the top card of your library revealed, and you may play lands from the top of your library. Oracle of Mul Daya is a $9 card. Lavalanche. For green, red, black, and X, you get a sorcery. Lavalanche deals X damage to target player or planeswalker, and each creature that player or that planeswalker's controller controls. Not on our list. That's okay. Stagger Shock, Crackling Doom, and Domestication are the uncommons. Looking for interesting Thought Scour, Borderless Thought Scour. Interesting commons. Alright. 3 more for Shorzy. That's some decent hits so far. Saproling. Oh, dude, you guys didn't tell me I put it on the wrong pile. Bad people, bad. Cryptic Spires, Foil Skin Render, Foil Hero of the Games, Necrotic Ooze. I don't think that's on our list. It is not. Necrotic Ooze for black, black, and 2. You get a 4/3 creature Ooze. As long as Necrotic Ooze is on the battlefield, it has all activated abilities of all creature cards in all graveyards. Whew, that's a lot of all. Okay. And Jeskai Ascendancy. For Jeskai mana, 3 total mana, you get an enchantment. Oh yeah, we already read this card. We did read that card. We have a Psychic Symbiont, Mistmeta Witch, and Orzhov Basilica are the uncommons. Looking for interesting commons. Nothing. Okay. 2 packs to go for Shorzy. Where exactly am I supposed to draw a mustache on Saproling? I'll figure it out. Cryptic Spires. A Foil Inquisition. Not on the list, but it's still cool. Foil Devoted Druid. That's $1 on our list, but it's foil, so that's probably worth more than $1. Hardened Scales. Restoration Angel. Spider Spawning, Lotleth Troll. Ooh, and a RKF. No, that's not RKF, is it? Ron Spencer. Gruul Turf. Borderless. Okay, and last pack for Shorzy. face-ish area. Yeah, I'm just gonna like pretend there's a face there, because it's just basically mushrooms. Spider token. I can drop token right there, right? That's the Cryptic Spires. Relief Captain is our first foil. Capture Sphere is the second foil. Force of Negation. Force of Negation is a $43 card, so that's a good hit. For blue, blue, and 1, you get an instant. If it's not your turn, you may exile a blue card from your hand rather than pay this spell's mana cost, so you can pitch a blue card. And the effect is counter target non-creature spell. If that spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. That's a good hit. Nice last pack. Alta Palani Nest Tender. For white, green, red, and 1, you get a legendary creature, Human Shaman. It's a 2/3. For 2 and a tap, you create a 0/1 green egg creature token with Defender, and also whenever an egg you control dies, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Pretty fun commander. Oh, look at that, Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness is $1.50, but I don't know what the borderless one is. Enter unique, not on our list. Okay. Yeah, right? Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Kozali Pridemage. Alright. Yeah, Shorzy, thank you for participating. Congratulations on your hits, and we'll see you online. Okay, next up is Vivian, who has 5 packs. Packs. All right, Vivian, good luck. Okay, we've got Boar Token, Cryptic Spires, Foil Goblin Banneret, Foil Cruin Striker. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm off frame. And our first rare is Lord of Extinction. Pretty sure that's not on our list. It is not. Lord of Extinction, Mythic. You get a star, oh, I'm sorry, for green, black, and 3, so 5 total mana. You get a star creature elemental. Lord of Extinction's power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in all graveyards. Guided Passage. We read this one. That was early on. That's a funny card. Shenanigans. Stagger Shot, Conclave Mentor, Unburial Rites. Looking for interesting commons. Nope. Next pack. Bear, Cryptic Spires, a foil borderless Coiling Oracle, foil Aven Initiate, and our first rare is Leonin Arbiter. Leonin Arbiter is not on our list, but it is a rare. You get for white and 1, you get a 2/2 creature cat cleric. So that's fair. Players can't search libraries. Any player may pay 2 for that player to ignore this effect until end of turn. So I guess it's a stacks card. Planar Bridge. We've read that bad boy before. Good card. Livewire Lash, Wall of Omens, and Sedaxtrus Spectre. Nothing too interesting in the commons. Excuse me. That one's coming. I will endeavor not to sneeze on your cards. I'm not sick, don't worry. Okay, ooh, a Worm token. We haven't seen that one before. I wonder if that one's worth anything. Must be one of the rare tokens. Cryptic Spires. Foil Crackling Doom. Foil Carrier Thrall. And a full art Bloodforged Battle Axe. Bloodforged Battle Axe is not on our list, but it's a pretty cool card. For 1 generic mana, you get an artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. And whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of Bloodforged Battle Axe. Yeah, this is a really good card. This is card advantage on a stick. Equip 2 and cheap. I'm going to put it in the hit pile because it's full art, or rather it's borderless. Abzan Ascendancy for green. Did I read this one already? No. For green, black, and white, you get an enchantment. When Abzan Ascendancy enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. And whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Not on our list. Abs Myth Realized, Scab Clan Giant, and Terminate. Spark Mage's Gambit, Glow Spore, blah 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 blah. Nothing. Arachnus Web. That's a fun combo card. Okay, 2 packs left for Vivi. Spider Token, Cryptic Spires, Body Double Foil, Perforos's Emissary Foil, Ether Vial. Ether Vial is $13. Magister Sphinx. Magister Sphinx is not on our list, but it is black, blue, white, and 4, so 7 total mana for an artifact creature, Sphinx. 5/5 with flying. When Magister Sphinx enters the battlefield, target player's life total becomes 10. Bounty of the Luxa, Lightning Helix, and a Borderless Simic Growth Chamber. Mana Leak. That's a good card. Oh, Monastery Swiftspear. One of our high value commons. And last pack for the day. Bear Token. Cryptic Spires. Rampant. That is a pretty foil. You can't see the foiling really, but it's pretty. Last Breath. That's a pretty card. Ashen Rider. Black, black, white, white, and 4, 8 total mana. You get a 5/5 creature Archon with flying. When Ashen Rider enters the battlefield or dies, exile target permanent. Wow, that's pretty good. And Hydroid Krasis. I think Ashen Rider, no. Cold Steel Heart, Dimir Aqueduct, and a Borderless Young Pyromancer. And nothing too interesting. Okay, well, some decent hits on that set. We got 5 packs, we got some good hits. Vivi, congratulations, and thank you for participating and your support. All right, we are down to our last participant. Our last participant is Court, and Court has 6 packs. Hopefully that's all that's left. And it is. Okay, last packs. Here we go. Good luck, Court. Saproling Token. I know he has a Saproling deck. Cryptic Spires. First foil is Selesnya Sanctuary. Second foil is Living Lightning. First rare is Elsha of the Infinite for Jeskai and 2, so 5 total mana. You get a 3/3 legendary creature, Jin Monk, with prowess. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may cast non-creature spells from the top of your library. If you cast a spell this way, you may cast it as though it has flash. Elsha is not on our list, but that is a good card, good commander. Wilt Leaf Liege, Inquisition, League Guildmage, and a borderless, is it Boilerworks? Coiling Oracle. Borderless. Now, I feel like I need to tape off stuff on my list, on my thing, but that's not a good idea. My new playmat. Put some tape on there to denote the different zones I have for the opening. Cat Dragon Token. Cryptic Spires, Dragonlord Dromoka. That is not... Oh, it is. This is a $10 card, and it is foil. That's a good hit. Dragonlord Dromoka for white, green, and 4. You get a 5/7 legendary creature, Elder Dragon. One of the... I don't know. This spell can't be countered. It has flying and lifelink, and your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. That's a good card. Eel Umbra, Uril the Mist Stalker, Uriel is not on our list. It is a mythic though. White, green, red, and 2, so 5 total mana, for a 5/5 legendary creature beast with hexproof, and Uriel the Mist Stalker gets +2/+2 for each aura attached to it. Okay. Bedlam Reveler for Bedlam Reveler is not on our list, but it is a rare for red, red, and 6. You get 8 total mana. You get a creature Devil Horror, 3/4 creature Devil Horror. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard, and it has prowess. When Bedlam Reveler enters the battlefield, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. Yeah, double mythic pack. That's not a mythic, is it? Oh, Dragonlord Dromoka. Yeah, that was a mythic for sure. You're right. You're right. That was a double mythic pack. Muldrifter in there. Okay. 4 packs to go for Court and for this box break. Whew. There's been some spicy pulls so far. Zombie Token. Cryptic Spires. Aether Mage's Touch is our first foil. Martial Glory is our second foil. Cavern of Souls, almost certainly on the list. Yes, $62. Cavern of Souls is a land. As Cavern of Souls enters the battlefield, choose a creature type, and then tap to add 1 colorless mana, or tap to add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type, and that spell can't be countered. That's a good hit. I guess we'll set that out here. We have Yahenni, the Undying Partisan, not on our list. For black and 2, you get a 2/2 legendary creature, Aetherborn Vampire with haste. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Yahenni, Undying Partisan. Sacrifice another creature, 2. Yahenni gains indestructible until end of turn. Yeah, this card did a lot of work in Kaladesh Standard. I remember hating playing against this card. Oh, so brutal. Biogenic Upgrade, Arachnus Spinner, and Blood Artist. Blood Artist is $1.75. One of our high value uncommons. Let's check out the commons here. Nothing there. Okay. Yeah, Cavern of Souls is pretty good. It's one of the higher value cards. Right into Wrenn and 6, so probably the third most expensive, I think. Zombie, Cryptic Spires, Supernatural Stamina, God's Willing, Dockside Extortionist. Dockside is on our list. Dockside is $61. So Dockside Extortionist for red and 1, you get a 1/2 creature Goblin Pirate. When Dockside Extortionist enters the battlefield, create X treasure tokens, where X is the number of artifacts and enchantments your opponents control. That's decent. Rishkar Pima Renegade. We've talked about this one before. Sign of Darkness, Bear's Companion, and Body Double. Looking for the interesting commons, we have a Borderless Rampant Growth. Rigged! Whatevs. You guys and gals. We have Elemental Token. I mean, if it was rigged, wouldn't he have ended up with that Imperial Seal? Cryptic Spires. Dreg Mauler. Disfigure. Grand Arbiter Augustine IV. I don't believe the Grand Arbiter is on our list, but it is blue, white, and 2 for a 2/3 legendary creature Human Advisor. White spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Blue spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. And spells your opponents cast cost 1 more to cast. I like that guy. And Mikaeus the Lunarch for white and X. I don't believe he's on our list. No. You get a 0/0 legendary creature Human Cleric. Mikaeus the Lunarch enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. You can tap to put a +1/+1 counter on Mikaeus, or you can tap and remove a +1/+1 counter on Mikaeus to put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. Nice. Okay, Scale Blessing, Tyrant Gargoyle, and Wash Out are the uncommons in this pack. Looking for interesting commons. Nothing spots up. Last pack, last box, and our latest box break. A good one. I think we've had a couple of good ones here. It wasn't. I mean, the Imperial Seal was the most valuable card that was cracked, but certainly there have been other valuable cards and good cards. I don't know. I don't really take it seriously when you guys say that it's rigged. I know that that's just a meme. Maul Drifter, foil, borderless, Ambuscade, Boar-Tusk Liege, and Skullbriar the Walking Grave. Got a Golgari Rot Farm, borderless, and that's it. All right, so that concludes the box break for today. Thanks to everyone who participated and everyone who joined in on the stream and everyone who's watching this after the fact. You can find us at the Lotus Council Discord. If you're watching this Twitch channel, the link is on our page. You can also find us at the Lotus Council, thelotuscouncil.com. And what's our Twitter handle? Is it the Lotus Council? I think it is. Anyway, thanks again, and we'll catch you later.